watching Lynxx 24, connecting you, us, and the community.
Yay!
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host, Charity Seebecker. We start our program with Melissa Kaye and Caitlin Henry with an amazing program called Suits for Success. So welcome, Melissa and Caitlin.
Thank you.
Let's just start. Suits for Success. What is this program? What's it all about?
Well, Suits for Success is the program put on by the business management program students as part of the culmination of our program. So,
So you're at college, like at UW-La Crosse? Or?
this is for Western Technical College.
Okay. Okay, so out of that class then.
Yes, for our professional profile development class, and this is a project that allows us to do inventory management. We're building an entire event from scratch.
Okay.
So we're collecting donations of professional clothing and different items, and then we put on the event at the Lunda Center, and then anybody can come and pick out professional clothing to help prepare them for job interviews, resumes, and just give them a sense of security if they don't have the availability of getting those clothing items to prepare for interviews and things of that nature.
Yeah, that professional look.
Yeah,
right.
It's always nice, even if you don't maybe feel confident, having that look just helps you feel a little bit more confident in yourself. At least that helps me anyway, I've noticed.
Yes, it's different when you put on an outfit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in this program?
Well, it's part of our college career, our college classes. Yes.
Service learning project through the business management program. So at the event there's interviewing tips and how to tie a tie, just helping community members and other students get involved and get out there and get jobs. And
In the past, we've done a little bit more where we had booths that did mock interviews and resume tips and tricks and things like that. But due to COVID, we've kind of scaled back a little bit this last 2 years. This is our 6th year putting on this event. 7th? This is our 7th.
7. Yeah.
Yes. It usually happens in the spring, but because we had so much extra inventory from the spring event due to COVID, we are doing one in the summer too.
Also, your second event? Then?
Second event for this year.
For this year. So who's going to benefit for coming to Suits for Success, Caitlin or Melissa?
Students that are graduating from the college, community members. It's open to anybody that wants to come. So
really ageless too.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
someone that's
Yes, all sizes, men and women.
Oh, okay.
That's nice, yeah.
And we are expanding because in the spring they just did a curbside event, so you could fill out a form ahead of time of your likes and dislikes, your sizes, what colors look good on you, and then they would put together a packet that you could come and pick up. So it was just curbside.
Oh, that's cool.
That was
So
like a menu. Here's some ideas. I want grays. I want
like you're at a
a
restaurant.
button
I want
up.
this
I
and
want a
that.
tie bow on the shoulder. Oh, just kidding.
Exactly. Actually, the form is pretty detailed.
Sure.
And then we're doing kind of a variation of that this time. You can fill out the form if you're still a little nervous about coming out and being in public. All of our volunteers will be wearing masks. And then you could fill that form out ahead of time and we'll put together the packets for you, or you can come and shop in person. We will have dressing rooms available that you can try things on, pick out what suits you. We'll have the students there to assist. You can even have a personal shopper if you'd like.
Ooh.
Come tell them what you like, and then they will go around and shop for you.
Yeah, and a suit is kind of a clothing item that you don't always need. You know, you don't always need one of those. You need like a nice dress at a party or something, but you don't always have to have a suit on hand. So what a great opportunity.
Definitely. So I have been through quite a few different professional aspects, I should say, and different roles. So I have some suits and some different clothing that I know is really good condition just to be able to hand out. How does that work for donations? Are you in need of them? Not anymore? Or kind of where are you guys at?
We have a ton of donations, so we are not accepting them for this event. However, in the spring when they host their next event next year, they will be taking them. Drop-offs can be at any of the Western Technical College locations. You can drop them off in Tomah, La Crosse.
Oh, wow.
Black River,
Yep.
Boston.
All the different locations will accept the donations, and they usually do that in like February, March to get ready for the spring event. But this year, yes, we're flush.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, very generous
Yes.
community members donating those items for that kind of a program.
Is there any certain requirements for donating? Like certain items, you take certain items you don't, professional wise or anything like that? Or is it just kind of a
I think it's just anything professional, because they also do shoes, belts, accessories, jewelry,
All
handbags,
sizes.
Oh,
too.
good to know.
briefcases.
And I know you brought in some items. Do you want to just maybe, Melissa, walk us through some of the items or?
Well, this is just kind of a general demonstration of the types of clothing. So, women's dress pants, men's shirts, dress pants, suits,
Ties.
different scarves, dresses, shirts, a lot of professional clothing. They don't want cut off sleeves. You got to have sleeves, not low necklines, closed-toed shoes. We didn't bring in any shoes, but
Are there people that have donated like a full men's suit that
yes.
just comes all like together and?
actually, I heard from our inventory team that because we hadn't been advertising the donations this time because we have so much, but the community is so aware of this event already happening in La Crosse that someone came and donated unfortunately her husband had passed away, and she brought all of his suits, and he, I believe, was an attorney or some professional. So we have a lot of that.
Sounds like it.
Yes. The bins were full. I kept getting calls. Is somebody coming to empty the bins because they're full again? So it was very generous of the community.
Awesome. So, you've worked there before through these events. So, or
No,
have you
actually,
not?
I have not. This is part of our class. So we
Okay.
are.
I didn't realize. I thought you were volunteering with the class. Like, so I got some Minnesota, so
So
I'm
you're
glad you.
students in the class,
Yes, yes.
experiencing
The
this.
students are running the whole class from
wow,
beginning
okay.
to end.
Oh, okay.
So this is like the class project.
Right,
Okay, at
it's
college.
teaching us
Okay, that makes more sense
marketing,
now, yeah.
inventory control, how to organize an event. This is all the culmination of our program.
Very
Teamwork.
cool. So, have they had any like good success stories that they've told you about people's reactions coming in, or some good stories that you can share?
I know in the past that they definitely have had a really good turnout. I'm not sure about the numbers from the spring event because of COVID. Things were a little wonky this year. But I know in the past that they anticipated like 200 people coming, and they helped like 350 people that came to the event.
Are you limited to an amount of items? You only get one suit, or is there a limit?
I don't think so. Because I know for the event with the curbside pickup in the spring, they were putting together like 3-4 different outfits for people just due to the amount of donations that we had.
Sure, that you need to get it out and going so you can have new
Yes.
stuff come in.
Well, because we also don't have any storage at the college.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So once the event is done, we will be packing all of the leftover inventory up and donating it to several different locations in La Crosse.
Wow.
So let's just talk the event. Can you just go through again the date, time, and location for our viewers and how to get information?
So it is going to be held on August 5th from 11 a.m. in the morning until 2 p.m. at the Lunda Center, which is located at 319 7th Street in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
And I believe people need to park in parking lot M and come in through the back doors of the Lunda Center.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll also have a couple parking spots in that parking lot M for people that want to do curbside pickup that aren't comfortable coming inside and want to place those pre-orders in.
And all free?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they go to the website, westerntc.edu, they can find more information there. We'll also be posting it on Facebook. It's going to be on a couple of different news channels in La Crosse, hopefully on Z93. So we're working on getting the word out there. You guys are our first advertising event. Yes, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in. You've done a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Strike Zone and Pizzones in Tomah. Great food with fun for the whole family. Mawson's Downtown Music event is next, but first, we want to thank our sponsors.
Hometown News is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, The Fun Company Game Room Store, and the Little Cottage Home Decor and more in New Lisbon.
It's
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza? Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone at Pizzone's in Tomah. Hardware Hank knows you have projects. Lots of important projects. From paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
At Tomah Health, our accredited sleep services diagnose and treat sleep disorders so you can get the rest you deserve.
I came to Tomah Health Sleep Services because I was exhausted during the day.
And treating people with sleep disorders, I feel like I can really help them, and it really makes a difference in their life.
I would highly recommend Tomah Health Sleep Services.
Visit Tomah Health Sleep Services for a better night's sleep.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Mauston is getting ready for their Downtown Mauston Music Nights, starting Friday, July 16th. We have Tabitha Leuenberg and Rebecca Vetter in the studio to share some of the upcoming details. Welcome,
Thanks for
ladies.
joining us.
Thanks for having us. We're excited.
Yes, so am I.
Yeah.
Being from Mauston, I'm excited because it's something new to kind of come to and have some fun. So, what was the idea behind getting this started in Mauston for you? Like, how'd that spark just kind of come to you?
Well, actually, Becca.
Yeah, we wanted to bring more people into Mauston. We really wanted to boost the stores and people coming into town and seeing what there is to offer. And, and there was lots of activities around the community, but not in Mauston. And so our idea came from that, just to kind of give something to the community to do, something fun for families, and to bring people into town to see what we have.
And when you're saying into town, you're like bringing them in downtown,
Yeah,
right?
downtown.
Like get in the downtown area and see the shops, see what we have.
Yeah, downtown has grown since November, which is amazing. So downtown Mauston, we opened our store November 13th, and then the drink store opened in May, and Collins Coffee. There's, I think, at least a handful of stores in those last few months that have opened up downtown, which is really already bringing people on Saturdays, you know, in from the lake, and they're walking and getting their coffee and shopping. But like she said, it's just to bring awareness and more people downtown, and it's something fun to do this summer.
And is there going to be, how is that going to be funded? I mean, do you have sponsors for that? Or that sounds like a lot of work.
It was a lot of foot traffic, but the community has been great, and the businesses all, you know, we all rallied around too, and we're like, how can we help? You know, let us know what we can do. And so yeah, that end of it was great, but it was our idea, and we're like, we're going to run with this. We just hope the community helps us out. So it was scary in the beginning.
We budgeted it, and so we started small, and as we got more sponsors, we added more things to the event, and so the sponsors have been great. We were a little nervous. We were like, okay, we're going to do this, and it's an expense, but it'll be worth it. And no, the community completely came together, and the business owners started sponsoring, and we were able to add, a kids zone and lots of fun things. We got really great bands, so yeah. It turned out to be good.
So you kind of mentioned, the bands, the kids zone, and budgeting for that. So how did you pick those bands? Obviously, you said kind of to go with the budget, but how did you even, once you had that budget, decide who to bring in or what, different activities to have and things like that?
Sure, we started with reaching out to our customers, and we just said, hey, do you know any local bands? So then they started throwing local bands at us, and so we just took the time and went and saw them. And so we would travel around.
Yeah. We were roadies for a little while.
Took our husbands and went and checked out these bands, and that's kind of how we got started with picking the bands. And then, of course, we got started a little later this year because the idea came to us, and we've never done this before. So we were limited, but we got amazing bands. We were so excited with the bands we were able to get this year.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we kept a list of all these too and are hoping to expand next year into more dates, but it was, like she said, it's been planned in probably 8 weeks, and so it just was like, let's do 2, we'll get them under our belt, and then, so we have people now coming and like, what's going on? How can we get involved? So next year,
so you're going to have like a committee. You've got people wanting to be a part of like a committee, kind of? Is that what you guys are starting?
It's us. Husbands are voluntold, but we're the committee.
You're the committee.
Yeah.
Well, can we sneak in and ask like who the first band or what's your lineup for July? Is it July 16th?
We're so excited.
So a week from tomorrow is our first event, and like we said, it's right downtown Mauston.
Okay.
We're blocking off 3 blocks, so right by the courthouse. So if you want to park in any of that areas where we're going to block off. Cougar Wagon is next week's band, and that was the first one we went and saw.
So fun.
They were so fun. And some people from Mauston, they're from like Waniwak, Reedsburg, so they're not far out. But some people don't know who they are, so I'm excited for those people to see, because they play really fun covers that everybody knows. We danced and sang the whole time, and everybody's got on their T-shirts, and they follow them, so yeah, we're excited.
So I'm one of those from there who don't know who they are. So where is that band from? Or, you said you went to go visit them. They must not be too far.
We went to Laval is where they were playing, and last week they just played Freedom Fest, and so this summer they actually have quite a few lined up, so they're really local, which is again kind of
you
our
said
whole...
Waniwak, right?
Yep, one of them's from Waniwak. He had a baby like 2 days after we saw it, because they were passing around a bucket collecting diaper money, and he's like, it's not a joke, like it's to buy diapers for the guitarist's baby on Monday. So the baby's doing great, super cute, and so yeah, I know 1 or 2 of them are from Reedsburg. I think there's 5 of them. And then their wives always come, and people got cowbells in the crowd, and were a lot of fun. So we knew we had to have them.
He's a country cover band, rock cover band, or what kind of music?
More
so the viewers kind of know what,
They played 70s, 80s, and 90s, but they did throw in a version of Garth Brooks, so like they did have some, but it was a little bit of a rock on it. So I think that was our thing too. We didn't want to go with like heavy metal, where like there's going to be a specific genre where not everybody's comfortable coming. But next year, hopefully, we'll have one Friday that's a country and one that's a rock and one, and then if you like one genre or another,
And Rebecca, you started to talk about Kids Zone, and so are these other things happening while the music is going, or and maybe walk us through like the timeline. What time does it start? What time should you show up to get set up? Are we bringing chairs, or like maybe what are you expecting?
Sure. Yeah, so we have 3 blocks that we have blocked off, and so we have vendors. We have 2 food trucks. The ice cream truck's going to be there.
Mary Bender.
Mary Bender
and her ice cream truck.
We're so excited. We actually have a vendor who does smoked cheesecake, so we're excited about that as well. I know. It's going to be great.
You girls digging up the best stuff.
He's a new business too, and local to Mauston. He's works at a local
keep jumping. I'm excited for you guys.
I know. We're so excited too. So, and then lots of other vendors too as well, so you can do a little bit of shopping, check out some of the local things that are going on, and then we do have tables and chairs that'll be set up in the center, but we do invite people to bring their own chairs to set up, your yard chairs, because we won't have enough chairs, I don't think, for everybody, but definitely have a chair if you want a place to sit to eat your food. We have the whole front in front of the stage blocked off, so there's lots of room for people in their chairs. It starts at 6.
The band starts at 6.
The band starts at 6. Vendors are setting up well before that. The roads are closed off by 2, or 2:30.
So the one block is so we can set up the stage and things like that. But about 5 o'clock, if people want to come and like ahead of time get their dinner, the bouncies should be set up by then for the kids. There's going to be 2 bouncies and the big long race one, so you can put a couple kids on there. So all of that we're going to try to have ready about 5 o'clock so that people can do some of those things ahead of time if they just want to watch the band. But our dunk tank too, we're excited about, is going to be in the kids zone too, and the proceeds from that are going to the Friends and Family Cancer Foundation out of Linden, and then also on the August date, the proceeds will go to the Juneau County Suicide Prevention Coalition. So come check that out, all the funds and proceeds to the dunk tank. We have Jennings, the police officers, going in there. We have some fun people sitting in the tank. So if you want to come in,
like local
take your
celebrities,
shot.
probably.
Yeah. So if you're willing, we got space in the dunk tank.
Oh, Sharon, you can do it. Oh my God. Maybe one of our teachers, like Mr. West, we should get in there.
I asked Stoutinger. He's on my maybe because he's got a wedding,
Mr.
but he's got a maybe. Yeah. Oh, the girls asked him, so then he was like, "Well, for you." So.
Hey, we got like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Anywhere, where can people find more information? Where are you going to be posting stuff, real quick?
So we are going to be in all the 7 newspapers for the ads. Yes. We are doing radio ads starting about 10 days ahead too, so already they should be playing. And then we are on Facebook all over.
And we're doing the parade.
We're going to be at Watashuta handing out flyers. Yeah. So Facebook's one that like we keep up current.
Under what? Under the
Downtown Boston Music Night. If you just start to do downtown, it'll.
Okay. Yep. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Well, Summer Fun Eats is next. Stay tuned.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner? Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone and Pizzone's in Tomah.
What's the more in the Little Cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the Little Cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
At Tomah Health, our accredited sleep services diagnose and treat sleep disorders so you can get the rest you deserve.
I came to Tomah Health Sleep Services because I was exhausted during the day.
And treating people with sleep disorders, I feel like I can really help them, and it really makes a difference in their life.
I would highly recommend Tomah Health Sleep Services.
Visit Tomah Health Sleep Services for a better night's sleep.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back. We have a tasty segment to end the show with the man himself, the owner, Mark Molter from Molter's Fresh Market in Tomah, to talk about summer fun eats and summer food. And looks like we've got some barbecue grilling food too here, Mark. So thanks for coming in.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me out. Let me go over some summer favorites for the grill. These come out of our service meat case, which we just opened up a few months ago. This is prime sirloin, top sirloin. So this is the best of the, it's certified Angus beef, and it's in the top 3%, would be in the top 3% graded for beef. These are T-bones. Everybody knows what a T-bone is. I don't know if everybody realizes what parts. This is like a New York strip, and that's a filet mignon. So you're getting 2 steaks in one when you get
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wow.
So you can eat the filet mignon for yourself and give your guests the New York.
Ooh.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Okay.
These are New York strips. And these are certified, all of this is certified Angus beef. That's all we handle in our service case and for most of our, even for our self-service case, because it's the best quality that's available. These right here are some of our shrimp that we're carrying in the service case. These are our colossal prawns. These are already cooked, peeled with tail on, so they're ready for cocktail sauce. If you want to impress, put 3 or 4 of those in a tequila glass with a little cocktail sauce and some beer on the side, and
that's right there. It could be your dinner without even having to grill it, is what you're saying. Yeah.
You don't have to grill it. It's ready.
It's ready to
Put
go.
it on ice.
Wow, that looks like that would be good in a shish kebab with like.
Well, if you would grill it again, it would get tough. So you wouldn't want to grill it. But we have jumbo raw, raw too.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
These are just exciting. You can. It's really quick for summer. You put them out into the tequila glass with the cocktail sauce and beer.
You're ready to go.
You're ready to go. Another fun summer. These are on the vegetable side. We've got asparagus for grilling.
Here. Very yummy.
Really yummy. Then we have fresh corn, of course, and we have it peeled and unpeeled.
Okay.
And that's coming from Illinois right now, so it's really close to here. And then we have summer fruit favorites, like everybody's favorite, a strawberry.
Yeah, and you got some of these, are these gold
Those
kiwis?
are gold kiwi fruits, 3 times the vitamin C and sweeter than the regular green. Really neat little...
I didn't even know that.
They're
I didn't
pretty
know that
neat.
either.
They taste pretty good. Then, of course, we have Bing cherries.
Those are my summer favorite.
Yes. They're from the Pacific Northwest. And they are delicious, and they're really reasonable right now. They're at $2.99 a pound right now, so
that's
it's a
very
great price.
reasonable
for cherries. It's very, and we also have the Rainier cherries if you're looking for the Rainier cherries, and of course we have some other summer favorites from the tropics. We have mangoes here, and then we have, of course, peaches. These are Georgia Freestone peaches, so that you can bite them and it comes right off. The seed is not sticky; it just comes right on out. And these are really reasonable too. These are at 99 cents this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, get your peaches. For sure.
Lots more summer favorites than this. This is all we could fit on the table, so we had to stop. But
right, like I'm not seeing a watermelon, and I know that's probably a big favorite for.
Got lots of watermelons, but it's hard to put up on the table at rolls.
Rolls. Do you have a summer favorite that you have, Charity, that you really like?
So actually, mine is watermelon, and I actually just had a cookout with some family over the weekend for 4th of July and everything, and I still have some left over, and I have it in my car actually, so I took it to work for lunch. That was my little daily snack.
Oh, they're also. I have 2 little girls, and they probably eat a watermelon a day.
Wow.
Oh, sure.
How about you?
Cherries. Bing cherries. Hands down, I love. I could sit and eat a whole bag probably in one sitting.
And, you know, some of the neat things with these, you can actually grill these peaches too, or grill nectarines. Really? Grill them, put a little balsamic glaze on them. They taste pretty good that way too. So you can have a.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Cook everything on the grill. Yeah. For a guy, you can cook anything on the grill.
Well, Mark, it's great to have you. Thanks for coming on in. And your information, do you guys have a website for Molters?
www.moltersfresh.com. Come down to Molters where we have a passion for fresh, whether it's meat, bakery, produce. Great. We have a passion for it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Well, we want to thank you for watching your hometown news, where we're connecting you to the community.